Well, by popular demand, I'm excited to give you a complete tour of our minimalist kitchen today. I'll show you inside all of the drawers and doors and let you know exactly how many of everything we have. Well, hi, I'm Dawn from theminimalmom.com. If we haven't met before, I am married to Tom and we have 4 kids ages 3 through 8. We live in Minnesota and I'm just kind of a regular mom who one day got really tired of always being in kind of a messy, chaotic house. And so I got rid of all the stuff that didn't matter, which was actually a lot easier than it may seem. And it turns out that now our house is plenty big enough and it's just a really peaceful, enjoyable place to be. And so I enjoy sharing tips and tricks of how you can achieve that quickly as well. So in my last video about simplifying your kitchen really quickly, I did share some ideas of how you can do that fast, and it was fun to hear some comments already of people who have simplified their kitchen in an hour. So it is possible, so you want to check out that video too. But in it I said that I would also be happy to give a complete tour of our kitchen so you can just see what it is we have. Honestly, it feels a little weird to be showing inside all of our drawers and cabinets because a little bit it feels like, well, who would want to see that? But I do remember when I first started simplifying our house a few years ago, I would have given anything to see inside Joshua Becker's kitchen cabinets. I was like, will somebody just tell me like, how many forks do I keep? How many pots and pans? Like, what is the minimum I can get by with? So without further ado, let me show you inside our cupboards. All right, so we are gonna start at the left and work our way around the kitchen. On the bottom, we keep produce like potatoes and sweet potatoes. Here I have my Vitamix blender, which I love, and behind it is my juicer, which I have also come to really love. Here's where we keep the fruit, and I try to keep it in a spot that it's easy for the kids to grab. And then up here is usually anything in a bag like chips or pretzels. Moving up, we just have, standard pantry items, but what you can only kind of see is I try to not keep it stacked too deep. I like to be able to see everything so that I use it when we're cooking. And I'll talk about this more in my meal planning video, but one thing I'm really trying to be aware of is just not buying so much food anymore. I realized that I had enough to last like a year practically in our last kitchen, and when it gets pushed to the back, we don't use it. So I try to keep everything pulled forward and easy to see, not stacked too deep. So we probably keep 1/5 of the food on hand that we used to. All right, next to the oven, we have pot holders and things to light candles, and my meat thermometer. We do not have fancy kitchen cabinets by any means, but we do hope to remodel down the road, so then we'll take care of that. Here I have baking dishes and my teapot along with our cutting boards. And then over here I have my cookies sheet and then my baking dishes. Then over here we have our spice cabinet. All right, and then next to the sink we keep our glasses and coffee mugs. Stack of drawers. So the top one has kitchen towels and washcloths. Next drawer is just plastic bags. I'm trying to use less of those. Paper bags and an empty drawer. Who knew that was possible, right? All right, below the sink, there's been a lot of questions about what I use for cleaning supplies. I will definitely do a separate video on that, but you kind of can just see garbage bags, dishwasher tabs, dish soap. And then over here, I have a dish rack, but I don't leave it out on the counter. And then I have a drying mat there too that I prefer to put out on the counter. In this drawer, I keep our knives. The kids don't even hardly know this drawer exists, so it works great for the knives. I don't have to worry about them going into it. And then down here, I have my Instant Pot and then our toaster. So we have Melmac dishes that I use with the kids just kind of every day, but they don't go in the microwave. So then we also have white glass dishes from IKEA. Some of my serving dishes. I like serving dishes, and it was a fun way to add some color into our kitchen. And then up here, just some stemless wine glasses and another serving tray. And back here are a few extra real glasses that I use when we're entertaining. For this cabinet is where I keep baking stuff, coffee, and tea. Again, I try to keep everything pulled forward and not stack it too deep because I want to be able to see everything. This basket just has random baking stuff like bags of chocolate chips and things like that. But it's just a really great feeling not having the cabinets stuffed full like they were in the past. And then as far as the fridge, I'm going to do a whole separate video on that, so we won't do that today. And then this is just all of our mixing bowls and then plastic containers. And here is coffee and coffee filters. And then down here I keep my stand mixer, my food processor, and our cupcake trays. Okay, so making our way back to the island. This top drawer is probably the closest we have to a junk drawer. So it just kind of has some random things in it. It can accumulate junk, so I do have to kind of be aware of that. This is our bread drawer. And then down here are our pots and pans. Again, I'm going to pull all this out and show you exactly how much of everything we have. Up here I have all my kitchen utensils. I don't keep them in a caddy on the counter anymore, and I really like it this way. Measuring cups and measuring spoons, napkins, and then some bags and tinfoil and that kind of stuff back there. And then this is kind of the kids drawer with cereal and peanut butter and crackers and baggies. And then back here in this basket I just keep mixes for like tacos and chili. And then the bottom drawer just has a few more food items, some canned goods, any like noodle based macaroni and cheese and rice mix. And so we really don't keep a lot of food in our kitchen anymore. And then this is our silverware. And then I also just love the pull out garbage and recycling in the island. We had it in our last house, so Tom put it into this house as well, and it just functions so well. Okay, so that's our kitchen, but now I'll pull everything out quick and just kind of show you numbers of exactly everything that we have. Well, like I said in my other video, when it comes to simplifying your kitchen, be ruthless. All of this stuff it's easy to come by if we would accidentally get rid of something that we do need, but honestly, I haven't found anything yet that I've gotten rid of that I regret. So be tough on your stuff. A lot of us, we work hard. We don't even get that much time at home. You deserve to have a really peaceful place to come home to and to have it to be clean and organized. So just get started, and I think you'll be really glad that you did. And thank you for sharing comments about how it's going for you. It's encouraging to others when you leave those comments below. As always, the best compliment you can give us is a thumbs up, and we hope you subscribe so that we can keep in touch. You're gonna be in my video.